What's up guys, Chandler here with Rise Magic, and today we are back with another cardistry troubleshooting episode. This week we're doing Barolo 2 by Nikolaj Peterson. I am almost certain that's not how you say it, but I've never heard anyone else pronounce the name, so I'm just guessing. I apologize sincerely if I did get that wrong. Correct me in the comments below. And on the off chance I got it right, I'm just a genius. What can I say? You guys have seen me do this move in almost every single cardistry ASMR video. You've seen me do it in the cardistry battle video. I've been doing it for years, but I will never be able to do it as good as Nikolaj himself. So linked below is his own tutorial. It's a little tutorial bundle demonstration on certain cardistry moves. Definitely go watch that before you watch this troubleshooting video, because you're gonna wanna watch the true master at it first. Like I said, I can do it extremely well though. So what this video is supposed to accomplish is not necessarily supposed to be a tutorial, it's supposed to be troubleshooting. So once you watch his tutorial, come back here and accompany that tutorial with me breaking it down. What I'm here to do is go over possible places where you might get caught up, things that might be confusing, going over every intricate detail of the flourish in an in-depth fashion so that you can get it down and master it. Also, the past 2 weeks have been going over the deck collection, and we've done a giveaway on each of those videos. So the winners for the first part of the deck collection video have been announced, and for last week's part 2, I will put the 2 winners in the description below this video. There was also a winner who was the first to comment the story behind the cardistry battle, Red Monarchs. Congratulations to my man right here. I'll be sending you a deck. Also, stay tuned for after the troubleshooting video, because I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on Rise playing cards. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm using the final draft, the final prototype of Rise playing cards. I'll have an update on those later in the video, but for now, let's just look at a slow-mo performance of Barolo 2. So that's slow-mo, and now I'll just give you a normal performance. It's an extremely smooth flourish and has lots of flow when you get it down, and we'll go over that in this troubleshooting video. But to start, we'll start with the basics. All you have to do is break off into a Z grip with the deck. For those of you who don't know what a Z grip is, you just have the deck like this in your left hand. You're gonna reach over with your thumb and middle finger and break off into a Z grip. The Z grip, the middle packet, is supported by your pointer and thumb right here in the middle. And then what you're gonna do is off this top packet, use your pointer finger here to break off another packet. This is how you start a ton of two-handed cuts. This probably isn't the first flourish you should be learning this on. Hopefully if you're at this tutorial, you should already know this. Z grip, break off into the pointer finger. This is how you would start a basic 4-packet Sybil cut. But for here, what's different is once you get into this position, you're going to change the finger positions of your right hand. What you're gonna do is see your ring finger right here. You're gonna put it on the corner of that packet highlighted right there. And then you're gonna take your middle finger and put it on the corner of the packet that your pointer finger is holding on to. And that is the start to this flourish, is this position right here. From here, what you're going to do is take your left thumb and place it right on this triangle area, this pivot point of the top packet and the packet that your left pointer finger is supporting. Place your left thumb there, and then you're going to strip out the middle packet as you would do in a Sybil cut. As we know, this middle packet is supported by your ring finger, highlighted right there. Your thumb, in order to strip this packet out, is going to grab the corner of that middle packet that your ring finger is connected to. So it's gonna pull out that packet like that. And as you pull that packet out, you're gonna use that top packet to turn it over per se. So now you have that packet. From here, what you're gonna do is, you see this packet that my thumb and right middle finger is holding? You're going to start rotating it counterclockwise, or in this case, kind of upwards, right? So it's being rotated upwards, and as it's being rotated upwards, you grab onto it with your thumb. At this point, that Ace of Diamonds packet is basically completely inverted, okay? From here, you're gonna continue to rotate this packet the one that I am wiggling by my thumb, my other thumb, and my middle, you're going to continue to rotate it counterclockwise around your left thumb. You're going to continue to rotate this around counterclockwise, and as you do that, your left hand is going to complete a scissor cut. So as you can see, the scissor cut is happening in my left hand, and as it's happening, this packet, the 9 of hearts, is going to naturally flare outwards like that. Pay attention to what my right hand does here. My left thumb is going to push this 9 of hearts packet all the way so it's sitting on my hand like that. And that's the position that's really uncomfortable for me to just hold a long time while doing this tutorial. The scissor packet cut is dropped, and then the 2 fingers that just let go of that scissor cut packet, your pointer and your thumb, are going to grip this packet right here in the middle. So you're going to grab it in the middle, and you're going to put that down kind of like you do a scissor cut and put it at the bottom. To close this flourish, this last packet that you have in your right hand, you're going to grip it in between your pointer and middle and thumb, as you just saw me right here. The packet's going to be already about here. Going to drag it on top of the deck, pull up, and then pull out with your left thumb to make it spin around your left thumb and fall on top of the deck. So that's your mechanical overview of the flourish. Knowing how to do each finger movement and grip is critical to mastering a flourish. There's a little slow-mo performance, but as you can see, things are happening at the same time, and things have to be smooth for the flourish to look good. So just because you can grab all those parts at the right place at the right time and complete the flourish does not mean you're where you need to be for it to look great. So don't show me any performance videos until you have the flow down, which is what we'll get to right now. This is the most important thing once you master the mechanics of a flourish, the flow. Now with any flourish, it doesn't really start until you're in like your starting position, right? So all this, it might take you a little bit of time to get used to getting into Z grip with muscle memory with these 2 fingers and then switching to your ring and middle to grip. Right here, that's the start of the flourish, right? So pay attention to this flow. Pull backwards, and then your left wrist kind of turns sideways, so the flourish is now happening vertically. Continue to rotate that packet upwards, and then right when this grips, this packet, the Jack of Clubs, that's when that scissor cut starts. Okay? Now with any flourish, you can make it a small flourish. You could do it really closed off, like that was a really closed version, or you can accentuate the flourish with your hand movements and wrists, and that almost always looks better. So pay close attention that once I do that vertical part, what's about to happen next is the big flare of the flourish. So as that scissor cut's happening, I'm going to flick this wrist outwards to make the flourish as big as possible. Now something I think I forgot to mention in the mechanical part is see this flourish that I'm gripping with my ring and thumb. As that scissor cut closes, it's going to go in between it and help it flip back up to be gripped by this, to be pulled over there, and then flipped over. This is one of those flourishes that you don't have to do at light speed for it to look good. To make it look good, you just have to accentuate those 2 flares that happen. So first here, this flare, and then this flare right there. As long as those are happening smoothly, it really doesn't matter how fast or slow you do it. In fact, sometimes it looks better to do it slowly and smoothly than fast at all. Lastly, some pure troubleshooting. When I was learning this flourish, it took me a long time, and the parts that I struggle with the most was not dropping cards in this original rotation with my thumb and my ring finger. Make sure that you're gripping those corners in the fleshy, fatty pads. When you're loosely gripping with a little bit of pressure, It's going to give you a better chance to hold on to that packet that I'm fluttering right now while still allowing it to move and rotate. Same goes for any packet where you hold the corners. Gripping it in the middle of these fleshy pads right here, and that way you can hold on to it while still letting it pivot. See how that's just endlessly pivoting? That's more of a general tip on how not to drop cards, but it especially applies to a flourish like this when there's a lot of rotations happening at the same time. Picture the flourish in 3 parts, and once you master these 3 parts, the smoother you can flow them together and connect them, the better the flourish is going to look. So first is this part where you pull out this middle packet and rotate it up. Second is when you use your right thumb to grip this packet, flare it over, and then kick into that position. And then third is when you put that on the bottom and spin that to the top. So once you get those 3 parts down, just try and connect them as seamlessly as possible. Maybe even separate them a little bit. It's really all up to your own artistic flair. Once you got it down, after a couple of weeks of practice, send me your performances. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. All right, that was really long, really in-depth, but that's the whole point of this series. If there are any moves that you want me to troubleshoot, break down in a very in-depth fashion for you guys, please leave the suggestions in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that I'm only going to do a troubleshooting video on a move if there is already a free tutorial on YouTube like this one. In fact, for this specific cardistry troubleshooting video, Jonathan Forte messaged me on Instagram asking me to make it, and that's how I got the idea. So shout out Jonathan. If you have an idea, I actually do read and respond to all the comments I can, so don't be shy. Let that comment fly down below. Bars! Bars. Now, Rise playing cards. I told you guys they'd be coming in July. They still are. It's just looking like it's gonna be late July. As we all know, because of COVID, stuff can be really unpredictable and, you know, just crazy. United States Playing Card Company has told me that they will be ready late July and they will be shipping right from there. I'm gonna do all the shipping myself. I'm gonna get you your cards as quickly as possible. So thank you for your patience. I would still be expecting those cards within the next few weeks, and I'm so excited. All right guys, that's all I got for you on this video. Stay tuned for next week. I have a really off-topic fun video coming your way. It was supposed to be this week, but some stuff happened. You'll see next week. All right, so turn on post notifications, be sure to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more cardistry troubleshooting. Be sure to tune in next week. For now, this is Chandler Henry signing off. Have a great week. Peace out.